Can you hear me okay there, Shelley?
I can. Yes, I can.
Oh, wonderful. We're here for a couple of reasons, and first I want to just acknowledge certainly the passing of Representative Gatto, and we're even in this position because of his passing, and we're very sorry to have lost him. And I know that you felt and feel that sense of sadness personally and closely as well, and I just wanted to acknowledge him again because his spirit lives on here, and I can tell you we miss his wit and his smile and his heart of service for the people of District 13 as well. But thankfully, our law provides for continued representation of the district, and I interviewed the 3 people whose names were submitted by District 13 Republicans. I just wanted to let the district know, and the 3 people know too, that I thank each of you and each of them for putting your name forward. It's not an easy thing to agree to the scrutiny of being a candidate or being a potential appointee or serving in public office. But you, Shelley, and these others who have stepped forward, and there were others who also applied beyond the district process, and I want to thank everybody who did apply. Each of the 3 that I interviewed were clearly qualified to do the work, and but I am here to announce today that I have selected you, Shelley Hughes, to be appointed to serve as the state representative to complete Representative Gatto's term for District 13. And I chose you. I chose you for a number of reasons, and I wanted to be able to communicate those not only to you, but to the public as a whole here. As I reviewed the candidates, I looked specifically at your experience, both professional and life experience as well. I do believe that you can hit the ground serving District 13 without any on-the-job training necessary. You certainly know the issues. You've worked the issues firsthand in Representative Gatto's office. Your 22 years in the district as a resident certainly played a part. But I also have to tell you that your other life experience of having lived in places like Hoonah and Fort Yukon also kind of helped fill you out as a well-rounded potential state representative here. So you clearly understand the job. You were able to talk to me about the constitutional duties of the job, and you understood the power of appropriation of the legislature and the priorities that the Constitution sets on things like infrastructure and education and public safety. I think you offer a unique Alaskan perspective, and frankly, it's all about heart in these offices too, and you have a clear desire and a deep desire to not serve yourself, but to serve this district and to serve the people of this district. Your appointment is going to need to be confirmed by a majority of the Republicans in the State House, and I believe that they can do that by letter or by memorandum, signed by a majority of them. They're going to work out exactly how to do that among themselves, but I just want to also give you the opportunity to say a few words to the district and also to welcome you as our new representative, assuming concurrence by the legislative branch as well, as District 13's representative.
I truly thank you, Governor Parnell, for entrusting me to serve the Greater Palmer District. And I'm honored and humbled that you recognize that my heart and mind is to serve the districts of Palmer. And I'm extremely grateful, too, to the district committee that they had a vote of confidence in me as well. And I will tell the residents and the folks of Palmer that I will be accountable to you, and I will look to you for what's important for you in the district. And I am prepared for this. I do feel like my life has prepared me for this next step, and I will hit the ground running. And as I told you, Governor, I don't have stars in my eyes. I will chart. I know there's work ahead, and I will be charting my own course. But at the same time, I'm mindful and respectful of the legacy that Representative Carl Gatto has left as I complete his term. And this isn't really about me, this appointment. It's really about the people of District 13. And you folks, some of them are here in this room. And I will be your voice and your ears, your eyes in Juneau, serving you. That's what this is about. And so I'll be looking to you to find out what's important. And already I'm hearing that infrastructure is very important as we're growing here in Mat-Su. It's time that we grow up and be the urban area that we've become. And yet at the same time, we want to preserve the rural areas, the farms, and the charm of the historic areas. I also want to see our state be strong. When we first moved, when we were here, I came as a teenager. We lived around the state, as Governor Parnell said, and we chose Palmer to raise our family because it was a wholesome community. And I want to make sure our children have that same opportunity, that they can choose to stick around and raise their families here. I have children serving in the military, and they'd like to come back and make this be their home base. And so that is my heart, that Alaska will continue to be strong, that we will have vibrant communities, specifically that Palmer will be a vibrant community, that we'll have prosperous families, and our children can thrive and succeed. So that's my goal in my heart. And I am ready to serve, and thank you so much, and I accept the appointment, and we'll wait to see what the House does. And I was just going to say I'm going to learn how to handle when phones ring so it doesn't
Oops. Well, Shelley, now you get your first crack at answering questions from the press. So let's open it up to questions for you from the press.
Okay. Can I introduce you to my husband too? This is my husband, Roger Hughes, and one of my children are overseas in Germany. One is in Little Rock at Air Force Base. One is working, and one is taking an exam right now. So my husband is the one who's here, Roger.
It's good to meet you, Roger.
It's a pleasure, Governor.
Do you have press there to ask questions?
Yeah.
I was kind of wondering, you've got like 9 months, right, until you have to do this election cycle. What are you going to get done in that short period of time?
The short time, well, there's a primary in August, and of course, and then the general in November. Well, I will be focused on listening to constituents and hearing what's important to them. I will be working with my fellow members of the House to be looking ahead into the new term. I continue to believe that reforming the oil tax and moving forward on the gas line, I know we're stymied at this point, but I believe that's important to be addressed. And so I'll be looking. I've already been studying the issue and discussing it with folks, and I'll continue on that course, because I believe one of the things about our area is as we've grown, we have a lot of retail and support service jobs, but we need really good family wage jobs here. And so being good stewards of our natural resources, there's potential with mining, things like that. I am all about removing barriers and allowing the private sector to move forward. So I'll be working on those issues and listening to folks in the district.